All right, we on sights and sounds. I can't right now. Are y'all making comments? Because I can't see it. All right, now I see. Yeah, let's see. Let's see, Knowledge Align here, PC Realm, Complete Alchemist, 793rd. Right now, I can't see a whole lot. It's not how I want them to be. Vibration of Providence Plantations. Did anybody see BC Realm? What was the link you sent? What was it? The last link? Or a different link? I was I think I was watching. I don't know if anybody watches a brother called Darkim Be. I think that's Darkim Be. He had a video on his page that I thought it was you know, it was something. Are you talking about the link that I asked you where it was from? Which I was watching a video on Darkim Be. Shout out to Darkim Be. Now I don't, before I get into that, I don't, he has some research that he did that he put on there, right, on his page concerning Ali Muhammad, and about, Ali Muhammad, his thesis that he was presenting was that Ali Muhammad is a fraud, that he's scamming people. And the reason why I thought it was relevant, to bring up right now is that if anybody recalls, right, it was Ali Muhammad that Born Mastermind, learned all the science. Like all this stuff about, whatever stuff he was doing with the plebiscites and all of that, he got that from Ali Muhammad. So if you look on Darkim Be's page right now, what he's saying. I haven't researched it myself to confirm it. That's why I'm saying, you can check it out for yourself and confirm it. But like I said, what I thought was relevant was that as he was going through the different things that he was saying was, that he was alleging was scams from Ali Muhammad, were the same exact things. It was the same exact things that Born Mastermind was presenting to us. And apparently, whatever happened, the way it was being presented by Tahaga Bey, Ali Muhammad scammed the people who was in the nation that he formed, the plebiscite. Like I said, I didn't, research his claims to that point. So, all of it is alleged. But, in the internet parlance, he had receipts. I don't really deal with receipts. He has receipts on this, actual court cases where, apparently criminal and civil against Ali Muhammad. And it's just one of those moments. It's just one of those moments where, I just want to throw in a little "I told you so." Just want to throw in a little "I told you so," because the bad guy helped us dodge a bullet there, it looks like. I don't have the link right now. I'll post it. I know I was supposed to post that other link too, but I didn't post it. There's actually a reason. And it's funny because it's related to this. Because, with the recent things that's going on, you got allegations being made against young Pharaoh. I don't know any of his business. I haven't researched, but I'm saying it's allegations. Right? You got allegations being made against Pillay. You got allegations being made against Ali Muhammad now. And so in light of that, it's like, I have to apologize to everyone. I know, we've come a long way, but I don't know if I can run a Hotep channel anymore. In light of these new developments, I think we got to go in another direction. I don't know what direction that is yet. I guess we'll take suggestions right now. Now that we can't in good conscience be a Hotep channel right now. So we gotta go in another direction. What do y'all think? We'll give it some time. Give it some time to see what y'all think. I don't even know. I was waiting for some people to come in. I was out the other day. I went out with the guy. We was just observing. I wasn't even a part of it. I just, watch from this open season on the hotel, brother. See, I can't, I don't want to have to answer individuals doing things I don't. So yeah, we taking suggestions right now. Now, just for the record, I want y'all to know this is not going to become. This is not going to become the Holy Scrolls channel. Nah, this is on Tahaka Bay. If you go on the Tahaka Bay channel, he presented, these allegations against Ali Muhammad, about him scamming people. Like I said, you can go on his channel. If I get a chance, I don't have the link right now. And I don't have the computer and everything where I can just pull it up. So if I get a chance, I'll post it. But it's on his page. It's like in the last day or two that he's made the video. You know what I'm saying? So, the bad guy helped us dodge a bullet. Thanks, Obama. You don't have to thank me now. Thank me later. I was observing some city signs. Got a little city signs for y'all. When I was out and I saw like some young brothers, yeah, some of them, they wasn't like, babies and that. They was younger than me. And so I had a few things that, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I just wanted to drop on the young brothers. And, you don't have to take it or leave it. This is just observations. This is observations of an old time. I'm just saying, take it or leave it. Little FYI. If you're 300 pounds, or, at your height, you look like you could be 300 pounds. Don't wear skinny pants. Just as a matter of just, just a matter of general practice. A grown man should never have a muffin top. And see, it's already bad enough because, y'all wear your pants so low, but just gotta be. And look, I'm not talking to the woman. I'm talking to the man. Can y'all hear me? Set this here up correctly. Yeah, I didn't know if y'all could hear me, but yeah, I see this. We in pocket. But yeah, that's for the brothers. That's not even That's not for the women. Although I do, have something that, and this is not really a young people thing. This is just a general thing. You understand what I mean? But you ever, you in the same cipher, like you somewhere, right? And there's a woman that it's like you she makes you want to just say like, yeah, sure, you know your hair is fake, right? Not even that I'm saying how it looks, that it doesn't look right or that you shouldn't be wearing it. I'm just saying that's just an FYI, you know, just I just want to hip you because the way you acting, right? You behaving as if you don't know it's fake. So I just want to, put you on game. Shit's fake. But look, I seen dudes doing that. Like the guy used to sell these Fugazi. He had the Fugazi Coogee sweaters. And he used to be catching the dudes. I'm talking about I've seen him catch dudes for hundreds. You know what I'm saying? It would be dudes that I saw them make the purchase. Like I saw where you got the shirt from. I saw who you got it from. And with the guy, it wasn't a situation like he had some real shit and some fake shit mixed in with like maybe you got some real. Like, nah, I say shit's fake. But several times after I saw this person make the purchase, I saw them later at the club stunting as hard as possible, middle of the dance floor. And he just makes you want to ask him, like you're saying, the sweat is fake, right? Now, listen, you rocking it right. The color scheme, all that, they're saying, shit is fake. I don't know if you know. But in the last moments of the Hotel channel, as we closing it down, that's just a little, something for the ladies. And one more thing I want to tell the young guys. This is very important. Like this is actually a matter of 5% existence or not. If you want to be a real 5%, right? Never carry a woman's purse. Never, 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 never carry a woman's purse. If you want to know what the agony of defeat looks like, if you want to know what the agony of defeat looks like you know how when you see the person cross the finish line in the race, like a 100-meter dash, marathon, whatever, and they got that look of just jubilation. Just that winners, that fist pump. That Michael Jordan jump in the air, punch at the sky. Melissa Davis Oh yeah, she's from Massachusetts. Yeah. Yeah, you know how people is. They probably cut her alerts off. You know how YouTube do people. But yeah, that's you know, we've seen how the thrill of victory looks. If you want to see the agony of defeat, go someplace and look at a man that's holding a woman's purse. It's not, see, think about it. Who's the first time you ever held the purse? Whose purse was it? See, for most people, it's gonna be your mom's. Most people. I don't know everybody's experience. See, that's because she could beat you. So the man bags, that's another issue. That's another issue. The man bags, the uh, shoes with the toes out, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah. Uh, that's a whole other. That's a whole other video. Yeah, but I saw that too. You got your toes out. You know, it could be. It could get real over here. I don't know what that's about. But no, I'm saying straight up carrying a women's purse. Like if you go shopping, right, with your earth, your girl, or whatever, wife, right, and she's going, let's say she's about to go in the dressing room to try something on, right? And she says, hold my purse. If I catch you doing that, I will not call you by your righteous name. Nah, 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 nah. Don't do none of that. Yeah. I tell you, look, I give you a scenario where it's cool. Because see, listen, you know how they say never carry a man's water, never carry a woman's purse. Never carry a man's water, never pay a man's bill, never carry a woman's purse. But I'm gonna give you a type of scenario, like see West Coast Wise. I saw West Coast Wise in the room a minute ago. You see West Coast Wise, right? Now let's say you was out, you went food shopping. West Coast Wise got a newborn for those that he got a newborn, right? So let's say, West Coast Wise is out, him and the black woman go shopping, to get some groceries or whatever. And they, before that, they went somewhere else. So they had the baby and they had all this stuff that the baby needed, the stroller and all of this, bag. You know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and then, so let's say when they get to the house, they get out the car, and then she got all this stuff that she got to collect for the baby. She got the bag, and stroller, and she's carrying the baby and all of that, right? And Wise, right, is at the car getting the groceries or whatever the other bags is, right? And the purse is the last bag that's left in the car. In that situation, it's okay to bring the person to the house. See, in an instance like that, it's okay. Like, listen, let me explain something to you. You know, if you under age, you may not have grew up like this. See, you're not even supposed to know how to carry a purse. You're not supposed to know how to carry a purse. You know how like you know, you let somebody hold something and just the way they start handling it, you like, look, give me my shit. Like you don't know what you're doing before you fuck my shit up. That's what I'm saying. You're not supposed to know how to carry a purse. Like when a woman sees you carrying her purse, she's supposed to say, give my purse. Give my purse. Fuck is you doing? No, I don't buy this stuff. No. I don't even like when that comes on TV. Like that kind of stuff. It shouldn't be on. You know, they have that stuff on when kids is watching TV. People is eating stuff. But you know, you do me. No. Yeah, I don't want to cause too much controversy. Not telling people what to do. Just a little, you know, advice. You know, advice from pre-millennial times. You know, they have pre-colonial times. Now we got pre-millennial times. Pay attention to those three things. Probably do good in life, just sticking to those. You got some new people came in, you know, some new people that came in. Uh, you know, you may have to go back, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, a little bit of city science, little bit of city science, some observations from the guy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, now I guess we can get a little more deeply into the topic that I put up there. You know, also I don't know if you was on, were you on when we're retiring the Hotep channel. This in light of recent allegations against prominent members of the Hotep community. You know, allegations against some prominent members of the Hotep community. You know, we cannot, in good consciousness, still have a Hotep channel at this juncture. So we're moving right along with that too. But I was building, and I seen something. A lot of times I have these conversations, and I seen something about kind of the mindset, right? The mindset when it comes to rising above 6. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you a question just to see, right? Because like I said, sometimes, I might be in a conversation with somebody and it's something kind of my mind, right? And then, I don't know who needs to hear this. Maybe should that be it? This should just be it. I don't need to hear that. I don't know who needs to hear this channel. That might be too long. They don't have that snap, that pop like Hotep channel. I don't know who needs to hear this, but yeah. But see, now listen, not that I'm observing like that, but see, like I said, if you were 300 pounds, don't wear the skinny pants. That's exactly my point. Let the drill cats, they built for that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some male model type stuff, those skinny pants. I just, you just, it comes a certain just stage where you got to stop playing. But one thing I wanted to ask about rising above 6, right? What is the most important aspect, right, of rising above 6? Because it's a very fine line there, right? And how I've heard people deal with it, where it could present some issues with ultimately rising above it. See, because one thing I always say, right, is that when I discuss a problem, right, or I say what an issue is or what an obstacle might be, it's not to say that whatever it is, whatever's the idea that I want to accomplish, that this obstacle makes it impossible. You see, one thing I was taught, was that, when you're dealing with a cipher, right? See, you could go through that cipher, right? Or you could go around it, or you could go over it. You see, all of that, right, requires you to have knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the science of the issue. Like you got to know the parameters of it to even make that decision to say you want to go do it. You know what I'm saying? Or yeah, it's possible for me to just go over it. Or you know what? I can avoid that, go around that, not even encounter that issue. I know how to circumvent that without even having to encounter it. And then sometimes, listen, it's one way in. It was one way in this situation, and it's one way out. You see, it's one of them things, right, where uh, you know, and this is happening. So almost everybody, you know what I'm saying, you know, especially when you little, right? When you a little cat, right? You know, and the older cats, you know, one of them is, you know, he's expressing that he has a problem with you. See what I'm saying? And, you know, because of your apprehension, let's say apprehension, let's not use the F word, let's say apprehension. Because of your apprehension about the situation, right? It's like every time you see him, it looks like he got a little bit bigger. Like you're, you know, you know, and this happens. You know, it happens from the outside. Like somebody, they come and they tell you about this situation. Yo, man, don't go down there, man. It's this dog. The dog is like 8 feet tall. He can swallow like half of you in one bite. It happens in a good way too. But like a person would be telling me, yo, man, this you should listen to this brother right here, man. Yo, he be building, man. Yo, he be dropping signs. So when I get there, you talking about this guy? What I'm saying is that, you know, how you perceiving things. You see what I mean? So just like we're talking about the people who is you know, allegedly scammers, you know, not just these people historically. See, that's, you know, one of the reasons people get caught in that is because every time you look at this person, his halo is shining a little bit brighter. And so where in a person's perception, this person is levitating over the ground. So that's what I'm saying about six, right? And one thing about the nature of six is that you got to know where it is. See, back in the day, you used to say, you got to know your limitations. And see, people stop saying it because, oh, you got it. I thought you don't have no limitations. I thought you infinite. But no. The body can't go past six. It don't mean that you can't do things. It means that you know the state where things is right now. We right here in this time, in this place. You may have a limitation of something you can't read. That don't mean you don't have the power to read. And that's the science, the supreme mathematics is bringing all that power from potential into kinetic, right? But here's what happens when it comes to rising above six, knowing where that limitation is. See, because some people think the six is too high. Yo, man, we can't do that, man. I mean, if we do that, then they just going to destroy it. They you know, we hit them, they going to hit us back. But what about what they going to do, though? You know, they gangster. See, some people think the six is too high. And then some people think it's too low. Them niggas, they ain't like that. They ain't like that. Like, and niggas know. Oh, that, oh, nah, I can do that. Nah, that's not it, man. Nah, I ain't got to study. Nah, I don't need that. Nah, I do this by, play this by ear, son. I'm doing this all my life. And you fuck up both times because you didn't really know what you was dealing with. You had an illusion in your mind. So My question was not rhetorical. It was to the room. What is the most important aspect of rising above 6? Now a little bit slow on the draw today, and I can't see the screen too good. So let's just move along. See, the most important aspect of rising above 6 is you. See what I've seen, right? And how this pertains to everything that I was just saying, right? How this pertains to everything I was just saying, right? Is that a lot of times, right, we look at the nature of the 6 instead of looking at the nature of us and what it is that we have to do. And so we get back to, remember when we first came on and we had to point out those people who believe in an almighty devil. Why that happened? Because that person is the devil. He got the devil in him. And that's true. But see, the nature of the signs is still you and what you do. You see what I'm saying? Because the devil is out there doing deviltry. What is deviltry? Telling lies, stealing, and mastering original man, right? All right, what you doing being mastered? What are you doing believing the lie? What are you doing leaving your shit somewhere where it can be stolen? See, that's you cooperated. See, a lot of times people don't want to admit that you cooperated with the devil. See, all them people, however it is you relate to them, whatever it is that you and this person deal with, right? Then now you calling this person the devil, right? The part you left out is that you participated. So you even see that going on, right now. You see that. That's another thing why we didn't come on yesterday. See, y'all almost caught me, but I'm swift, son. You can't catch me like that. See, yesterday was 9-6. See, that's like 6-9. See, I want to put all New York niggas in that category, but I'll get. Now, seriously, I had to do some. I got to take my daughter to school shopping tomorrow, so I had to line some other things up. Even though I don't know why they all, I keep telling them it's not going to be school. You ain't going. Now if you got to do that. But they dead set on it, so You see, that's another thing. Where, like I said, you get in a situation, right? And then the idea is what everybody else did, right? Now, here's the thing. how many times, right? This is about rising above 6. How many times, right, is it okay for you to let what everybody else did decide who and what you're going to be? See, that's the sign. See, this is what I'm saying. It's times, right? Where I give you a perfect example, right? One time I got arrested, right, in a suite, right? Drug suite. They came through the block. Now, I wasn't doing nothing over there. I wasn't down with none of the programs. The reason I was over there, right, was because I knew the brother who was over there. You understand what I'm saying? Now look, I knew what they was doing. So even though I wasn't involved in it directly, right? The reason that I got caught up in it is because I was participating with them on the party side. Like that's literally what happened. The dude who he was the guy over there, he was the dude that I knew him when he was a young kid. You know what I'm saying? And I used to look out for him. So, he became the man, straight up, right? No, he became that guy. And so one day I had to be walking past, I seen him. So he told some of his people, look, go get this, go get that, boom, 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 come back, and we go and party it up. Right? So then in the midst of waiting for that, that's when the TNT came and everybody got caught. Now, see, I can say, and it's true, yeah, they doing it, whatever, and I'm not involved, but see, you was involved. See what I'm saying? There's a reason. There was other people that was walking up and down the block that they didn't say nothing to. You see what I'm saying? But because I was participating, because they see me there conversing with them for a longer period of time than everybody else, that's the way they put 2 and 2 together and got 4.5. But that's the reason why I got caught up in it. See what I mean? Because they do that every day. Why don't we get caught up? Because I wasn't involved. See, a person doing something to you, right, is a give and take thing. It's an up and down thing. We're, a person just like this. I always say, look, I don't have beef with anybody from like another state. Like I don't even know how people do that. Because I don't encounter them. They're not in, you know what I'm saying? Like, how could you have a problem with somebody from Cali? And like I recall, it became a thing. If anybody remember, like in the 90s, when you had the Pac and Biggie thing and everything, and you had people that would come to New York. I don't know if they was coming to Cali, but you had people that was coming to New York thinking that we was really into that. Like, yeah, y'all ready to get it in with them Cali brothers, right? Like, what? Like, son, I don't even know nobody from Cali personally at that time. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you talking about some niggas that's getting money and they ain't breaking us off? Like, we not those kind of niggas, man. What are you talking about? You see, that's what happens. You come, right? Look, another person, and this, I apologize to those that joined, if you joined this channel because we was a Hotep child, I apologize. We're not a Hotep child. But listen, you know, we often see the Black woman, right? And the Black woman does it to Black men too, but we often see the Black woman put in that position. See, as guys, see, we got the lesson for everybody. You see what I'm saying? And see, as soon as when you do something you don't like, it says the 21 ciphers right there, son. It's 21 ciphers, son. Where's the knowledge? Whatever it is.
Only one wounded man.
You see? You see how you get people started? You know, of course, you know, white people, they like a fish in the barrel. They a stationary target with neon sign on it. Right? And not understanding that it's a science that we gotta do, right? To avoid getting caught up. See, a lot of times you get caught up in what everybody else is doing because you was doing it too. So it says he likes the devil because the devil gives him nothing, right? And, you know, you deal with all the different ways, right, that the four devils is manifested in different ciphers. The four devils is manifested, you know, depending on what cipher you in. The four people that's in control of judgment over there, that's who the four devils are. You know, sometimes the four devils is your four friends you keep hanging with. You need to get rid of them. But see, you have to take the four devils off your plate. So when Allah said, look, I'm here to get the good doers, and the devil's here to get the wrong doers, meaning, listen, just do the right thing, son. You don't got to worry about the police. Now, I'm not saying the police is righteous, and I've said on this channel many times that that's the problem. They overstep their bounds. They don't just get the good, the wrong doers, they get everybody. But that's the science of that when it says, we here to get the good doers, the devil is here to get the wrong doers. If you're not understanding that you're cooperating by putting yourself on that level where you can, because look, if 7 is over 6, right? How can 6 conquer you? That means that you did something to bring yourself down to a level. Now they say, look, don't argue with stupid people. Because they're gonna pull you down to their level and defeat you with experience. You see, the whole thing is you have to come to an understanding, right? That is something that you gotta do, right? It's something that you gotta do. You gotta show that love to yourself to get through hell, right? To get through hell and come out right. You see, the fires of hell is not going to just burn out on their own. See, we see it in action. You know, most people in here, we from some inner city hood somewhere. And we know people that, yo, just could not stay out of jail. You know that guy that like never even be on the street for a solid year before they end up back in jail. And then you see them now, they got a nice job, good credit. You see? Because one day they decided to remove themselves from that cipher. People used to smoke crack. You couldn't put a pencil down around them. You couldn't put a pencil down around them. What you need? Your son needs some milk? What you need? 15, yeah, take it, go ahead, take it. Because they made a decision, right, to stop being one of the people that the deal is there. The corner's there, whatever that's there. They made a decision to avoid that cipher, to not go through that cipher no more. They know the equality. They know the limitations. They know the places where they don't want to be. They know the situations they don't want to be in. They know the people they don't want to be around. And they faced it realistically, and you know what I'm saying, because it might be somebody that they really like, but yo, you can't be around that person. You know how it goes. Person A has money. Person B don't have no money, but they gotta have it. So what does person B do? They introduce person A to the habit. Now, yeah, is the person being manipulative? Yes, that's an actual fact. However, the most important thing to happen, right, is what you do to avoid that situation. Exactly, complete God Allah, followers. See, because you keep going through that process with them, right? And you become the 59,999. See, just like I told y'all with this motherfucker, right? And now the person that introduced you to this is being alleged to be a scammer. No, you ain't getting me to go for the propaganda, son. I will not be the 59,999. And I will not be one of General Monk's soldiers either. I'm not going to be one of the people that fell for the okie doke when y'all came back. I'm not going to be one of the people that believed the lies. I'm not going to be one of the people that allow myself to be mastered. For those that know the story, those individuals who fell for the bullshit in the culture degree, right, was the people who had to be General Monk soldiers to run the devil over the hot Arabian desert. Peace.
I ain't bothering nothing. I don't want to mess up.
Now it's time.
Yeah, can't forget about. I just wanted to know if, like, by any chance you had like a copy of the lessons.
Nah.
Nah. It ain't a good time I can like pop back out.
Well, you got the knowledge?
Definitely.
What's your name?
My name, I go by Flip. I come by since I was blessed with a divine name. I ain't gonna lie, but my name is Donald, but I go by like Flip.
Well, where's your brother that introduced you to the 5%?
Well, it was originally my pops, but I've been coming over back and forth, like when I need to pick up knowledge, like here nor there. Like when I wanted to come back to Mecca and just break bread, share knowledge, like I've done that. But like I ended up misplacing my lessons. Like I was like, yeah, I need those for the second bit. Yeah, my pops really put me on to mathematics and everything. This, that, and the third.
Well, where he at now?
He in Alabama. He moved out here before the pandemic.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And where you rest at?
right in the Bronx.
What part?
Over uptown by the 2 line over in Bronxwood and Magenta. I'm originally from Edenwald.
In Bronxwood and Magenta?
Yeah, right in between there.
I used to rest on Magenta and White Plains.
Oh, for real?
681.
681. Oh, okay, I got you. I know where you at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm originally from over by towards 225th and Edenwald, but
Yeah, I know over there.
Right now, yeah, right over there. Right over there. Oh, small world.
I'm saying there's people up there. I mean, you can come back through, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, because I knew usually like it was like what Tuesdays the classes were going. I remember the guy was telling me in the front like Tuesday with the classes like they were giving out. That's why I was like from my freshman I got in my head. I'm like Tuesdays. I know they.
Yeah, nah, but I don't give out lessons.
Yeah.
This is the class, but see, see the lessons, right? That's more further into the process of you being a 5%. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Meaning that the knowledge of anything that I give you, you can use it for good or bad. You understand what I'm saying? And so there's certain prerequisite things that you got to do before you get the knowledge, before you get the lesson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of those things you got to do is fast 3 days.
Yeah, fast 3 days?
Yeah, fast 3 days.
That's like
just water.
Already, I'm actually learning, God, that's actually funny you said fasting, which I support. Because I'm actually on this new path now, this new path where that was shown to me really the concept of health, and especially for our people, our native way, it is bugged out. Our native way of eating and just I got introduced to it it's gonna sound crazy, but I don't think so. I know where I'm at home over here, but cosmically it was introduced to me. I ain't go out looking for this. I was always interested, but certain things were just shown to me, and I just picking it up in new understandings and overstandings. It's crazy. I know I gotta share this with our people. And I feel like I'm talking to my queen. Yo, for some strange reason, all this was not brought to me for no reason. I feel like this is something I gotta go hard with and break bread with the rest of the family with it, because I feel like it can really benefit on a real level. It's deep. It's a little deep. I don't tell anybody all the things I'm thinking. I know it scares people, or people don't know people don't really trust what they don't understand in the beginning. So I just do what I do. I do my studies, and that's another reason why the lessons came back up. I'm I need to get a couple of lessons to reflect on to make sense of most of this stuff. Because I know I need do I know most of it? Yeah, but it's never a bad thing to go back and refresh and get back in tune with things, get back into the motion with things, and sharpen some things up. So, it's been a journey since the last time I pulled up in here. Knowledge I didn't even expect I to come across. But that's how the world works, man.
Right. So
yeah,
just water.
Water?
Yeah. Come back on Tuesday and we start you off.
No. That's peace. That's peace. What's your name?
Darkim.
Darkim?
Yeah, Darkim, Darkim.
Flip. Down with the going flip. All right. I'll be back in 3 days. Oh, am I allowed no fruit?
Yeah, no fruit, just water. 3 days.
All right. 3 days. I can do that.
Meditate.
Meditate?
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace. Okay, wait, because just here. It's the last days of the hotel channel. I'm burning a little incense. Burn a little incense. But look, I got it. This is, I gotta tell you that something right here. Listen. Everybody doesn't get to see the wizard. Like I need, I'm trying to, where's the cameras at? Let me look y'all in the eye. You like in Matrix where you had the person where you don't get to meet the person. Like, see, the reason why I'm saying this to y'all out there, wherever y'all at, whoever you is, right? Make assessments of these people before y'all send them over here to me. Like, I don't know if y'all are meeting crazy people and this is y'all way of getting rid of them. You just out there go see Dar. Stop it. Stop it. Everybody should not be coming to see the wizard. And I know that's a stretch for me to say I'm a wizard. But we've got to say, because that's what it is. Everybody, these people always, it's always that. How you find out about it? It's always the same. Yeah, somebody said, yeah, just come on Tuesday. Okay, what about this person that made you think, yeah, him and Christ, they should be together? What is it about me that, do I seem like that kind of doctor? That you don't, you can't just come to the White House and see the president. I guarantee I'm here. I'm here. The door is open. I understand that, but I'm asking, what's your part of this? What's your job? You send these crazy people over here, not knowing nothing. And listen, he just showed all the signs. I don't know if y'all caught it. But see, the first thing with these people, and this is something I don't know, is this something where my age is showing? Because I don't feel old, like physically, but culturally, is that a new thing? Because I've been noticing that a lot with dude. Did you notice that he came and I said, yo, what's your name? He said, well, my name is Donald, but they call me Flip. Like I'm Donald, but Flip. Hey, Scrams, look, I just asked you your name. You would take me through your mother's maiden name and all that. Hey, what is that? Hey, back in the days when I asked you your name, you said your name. Rather it was a nickname, rather it was a name, whatever, maybe it was your name. Just say your name. Then you people with all, is it just language? Like when he says, he was told this cosmically, like what is that? I'm from the pre-millennial times where, we didn't use certain language in the ways that they're used right now. We didn't wear shoes with the toes and the heel out. See, we outside trying to conceal all types of things we ain't supposed to have. So you really try to wear those tight pants. You know what I mean? You can't conceal, you know, what you trying to conceal. You know what I mean? If something jumps off, you know, you need to be able to maneuver. You know, your pants can't be hindering you. But just in general, man, look, I don't see y'all building. Y'all ain't building. Like when these people come here, wherever they meet y'all at, y'all ain't telling them nothing. Y'all just send them over here, you know, like I got medication for them. This ain't Bellevue. Send those people to Bellevue. I know what's happening. Y'all run into these people and y'all talk to them for a minute. Y'all be like, all right, you know what? Why don't you go check the door on Tuesday? Stop that. Stop that. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You build with them over there. I understand. But it's happening too much. It's too much of a strength. It's too much of a strength. So that's the message. That's the message, man, to all the 5%. Stop sending these people over here when you know they're supposed to be in Bellevue. I understand. Now I'm saying I'm gonna start keeping a list. Start keeping a list. People come in here, see where you came from, and do some kind of sociology. But just stop sending them crazy people over here. Road to hell is paved with good intention. Tell you another thing that happened. Another thing with culturally, I'll be like, damn, saying, yeah, I think I'm hitting that age. It's like sometimes I'll be out and I realize like, yo, I could do all this shit in my house for a lot cheaper. Like this shit right here, I could do this at the house. You know, it ain't like back in the day, say. It's you know, every Friday was like the last Friday at the after dark. Hey, now I gotta be there, man. this is it, man. Nuclear bombs about to hit tomorrow, man. Last thing I could do is miss that. And now I just be like, man, if it ain't nothing particularly if it ain't nothing particularly that's jumping off in there, you know what I'm saying? Like if it ain't popping, well, I'm like, yeah, I had it all. I'll be like, yo, saying, man, I can't do this shit at the house. And that's what parties be to me now. Like when I go there, it's like the elementary school parties where you come and you just play with your friends and shit. If you just hang, like you come to school and you see your friends that you usually see in school and you just automatically start playing with them. But then remember, it used to be, see, back then, they probably wouldn't do that now. But back then, the teachers used to break that up. Like there'd be a certain point at the school dance where the teachers would come and tell the boys, listen, that's enough of this right here. You know, y'all do this every day. Go over there and holler at the girls. And then that's when the party used to really get started. You know, but now that's what it is. Like people just come, buy $800 worth of liquor, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, the girls is dancing on each other, you know. It says here, two FDA officials that stepped down. Yeah, I talked about that the first day. I saw that was about, I think last Tuesday, well, not last week, we spoke about the two officials that stepped down from the FDA because they felt that the Biden administration was skirting some of the protocol to get the vaccine safely approved. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I noticed. It almost seems to me now that the only reason people really go out, right, is because they need a scenery for their Instagram pictures. Like, I don't know, you know, if y'all go to parties or those type of parties, but it's literally like, it's you know, I seen a girl with a whole like light contraption on her phone to do her selfies and just the way I don't understand it. Like you got all these likes on Instagram, right? Because you posting, but you ain't got no likes at the party. Like the people at the party, you ain't got no likes here. I don't understand. But I guess when you got, you know, open toe shoes on, you ain't gonna be doing the running man. You ain't, you ain't, you know, like it do kind of seem like that. Like when people come to the party today, right? It seemed like that's a thing. Like that's an aspect of it. They ain't trying to sweat. Not trying to sweat, not breaking no sweat up in here. And it's just, you know, yeah, you know, that stuff like that makes me see like, damn, man, you know, I'm apparently not a teenager anymore. But it's like the poses to me, man. It's like the poses to me. You know what I'm saying? Like just, you know, like some of the poses that was, look, bring it back to the beginning of the class. Some of the poses was like, yo, shorty, you know your hair is fake, right? Like, nah, I'm not tripping. I'm not saying it don't look nice on you. I'm not saying whatever, you know, but I'm just saying, the way you posing right now, the way you snotting that hair, I'm not sure if you hit that fake. it's just a few observations, too. Another thing I don't like about this world too is people is just mean, man. Mean spirited. Like there was always mean people. Like just dudes that, when they come around, they beat somebody up. Like they just mean. They don't care if it was your last. Like it was some dudes that, they was bullies, but they wouldn't pick on certain people, or they had a soft spot for some people. You know what I mean? They bully people over there on that block, but on this block, they cool. But then it was just that dude that was just bad news. You know what I'm saying? Debo, that just ruthless. But now you got just regular people that just mean spirited. Like it's like a virtue that you pop off on people. It's a virtue that, you tell people the worst possible thing you could tell them to their face. Like, you know what I'm saying? The world wasn't like that. Women wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? The women, when I was growing up, was teaching that, listen, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing. Don't get me wrong, in they private conversations with just between us. You know what I'm saying? We might deal with, you know what I'm saying, or you might hear people making, but just the open disrespect, right? And then see, the way I look at it, right? See, a lot of that is based on you liking the devil. That's based on you liking the devil, and that's based on you being able to survive, right? Through the devil. Because see, in reality, people need people. Like you need other people. Just like when we was talking about trust the other day. To have a society, you need other people. This idea that you don't just pull yourself up, trust mentality is not, I just want to see how that works out. I just want to see how that works out. You know what I'm saying? Because, when it's every man for himself, only a few people make it. I'm telling you, I've been there. When it's every man for himself, only a few people make it. So see, right now, it's all good because, you go to work for the white man. Or even if you, do a hustle, is still, see, you can pop off, right? Let me give you a good example of what I'm saying. See, you can pop off and talk to people any kind of way because the police. See, if it wasn't no police, a whole lot of people would be more respectful. And see, in subtle ways like that, people don't realize. See, like I said, because I don't got to depend on you, you know what I'm saying? That saying, listen, we got to be right. Like, I can't let you get hurt because you my hunting partner. Like, we got to go, get food and shit and fight wild animals. So this nigga over here is talking shit to you over there. Who's that? We got to stick together. We got to, we got to have units. Nigga. And see, people have lost brotherly love. And they try to replace it with courtly love, but just brotherly love of your fellow man. And see, that's one of the reasons why courtly love is not working, because people don't have brotherly love for each other. If you don't, remember that book? I think it was it Iceman Inheritance, where the guy said that at one time, what he was saying in the book was that at one time, European men and women did not recognize each other as the same species. And because of that, it was a whole bunch of violence in their relationships. So you're dealing with the same thing right now, where there's no brotherly love, right? Of you just, as fellow people. Courtly love is from the royal courts of Europe. When they start writing all those love stories. The knight in shining armor, Prince Charming, Cinderella and the prince and all this, all of that is from those royal court stories. The damsel in distress, the dude that goes out and fights a dragon for the love of a woman, throwing your coat down on the mud puddle. That's courtly love. See, when you got brotherly love, anybody that you identify with and you come together with, right? And you can form a bond with them out of brotherly love. It's not peace. All right. It's not about how tall they are, how short they are. Yeah, that's a good point right there, Abby. We get into that another time, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, chivalry, all of that. Yeah, that's the courtly love. You know what I'm saying? Like before that, I'm not saying that it didn't exist, but you don't really, like is there really like a love story in the Bible? A courtly love story, I'm saying? There's definitely brotherly love stories. I'm talking about even relationships between men and women is still brotherly love stories. You said courting is when the ultimate objective is marriage and not dating. I mean, you can kind of say that, because all of that was a part of the story. You know what I'm saying? Remember, these are Christian people. So, ultimately, yeah, that's a part of the story of this marriage, but courting kind of was dating. But, all of this type of stuff, that really wasn't, it was really just, look, this person right here is a responsible, civilized person from a civilized family. You understand what I'm saying? And, the people, the brotherly love between them grew, right, into that man and woman relationship type of love. See, now they try to do it the other way, right? They try to go from the romantic love, right? And then develop the brotherly love, but you don't have brotherly love in you. Or you wouldn't just say funky shit about people. Like, this is how you know that a person, that people is wild. At least this is what happens in some of my endeavors, where you start to become so negative, right? And you pop off so much that you're popping off to people, and it's like, do you realize who you're talking to? Like, you talking to somebody that might punch you in your fucking face for the shit you saying about the people you saying it about, and you don't even realize it. And that's just a thing where we just, if you like these people, then just hope things never hit the fan. just hope things never hit the fan, and there comes a time when you can't depend on the devil. When you can't depend on the devil to have the food at the supermarket. See, because listen, man, and this look, this is something that it was a 5% thing that I always heard the 5% saying, but I'm not saying that it's, you hear this all over the place, man. But here's the bottom line, man. We all we got. We all we got. So if your idea, man, is to pop off on, I don't want to be from that world. You see what I'm saying? And I got a lot of people right now that's like, yo, I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to talk, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit around and talk negative with you. That's something that changed. That's something that changed over, there's people, the people that was in Iraq, the people that was around, you know what I'm saying, in the places where I grew up at, if they had a problem with you, you knew they had a problem with you. It wasn't that we had to speculate and this person snap and the other person snap. Nah. If people had a problem, that, yes, I mean, see, now you get people, they don't even have problems with each other. And just, so who knows, man? Everybody do what they want. But yeah, that's enough of my ranting. We should have just called this we should have just called this the angry old man, episode, instead of the what is it again? We should just call it the angry. You have to, sometimes have to let it out, vent. But now that we got that out the way, yeah, it's random. That's every what is it, about every 3 weeks out. But it really wasn't a rant, it's just observations. Observations. But now that that's out of the way, do we have any topics that people in the room want to cover? Definitely a lot is developing very fast. There's been a lot of developments happening very fast with everything going on with the vaccines and the mandates. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely something that, I would definitely advise everyone to stay abreast of, stay informed of in real time. You know what I mean? It's one of them things where, yeah, you gotta be an expert. And see, that's another thing that happens, when we in America, and like I said, you don't realize the ways, right, in which you like the devil, because the devil gives you nothing, right? But you don't realize the ways that you like the devil, because the devil gives you nothing, right? But one of those ways is that you don't need expertise. Like, you don't need to be an expert at nothing. I'm not saying you don't need to, as my advice. I'm saying that, for instance, right, you don't need to know about nutrition. Just follow the food pyramid. Go to the supermarket and buy all the stuff with the smiling faces on it. You don't need to be an expert at farming. You don't need to, even have a working knowledge of a lot of things that's actually necessary. Like, once upon a time, making clothes was a basic skill. But now you got every level, fast fashion, whatever, all the different levels. You see, what that does is that allows people, right, to be able to tell lies, steal, and master the original man, because you don't know no better. See, that lack of expertise is lack of supreme knowledge. You know about something, you're familiar with it, but you don't really have knowledge. Now, I didn't see no people escaping Israel. I haven't been paying too much attention to Israel. All right. B said, I'm taking a microbiology DNA refresher course on EDX. What's EDX? Is that like Coursera? Like the online courses that you can take for free? Yeah, the conscious community, man. That was another thing that I hit earlier before you came in. Is when I saw the video that the brother made about where he made allegations against Ali Muhammad, and I was telling everybody that if they recall correctly, that Ali Muhammad was Born Mastermind's mentor in all of those moves that he was in. So now the question is, was Born Mastermind planning on scamming us, or was he just another victim of Ali Muhammad? Allegedly. But that is another thing, though, Ivy. Have you noticed that? Because I noticed that not very long ago, but I did notice that the news has shifted from a very news was very national last year. Like, I don't remember too many international stories. You know what I'm saying? Uh, of course, Iran is always in the news. North Korea is always in there. You're gonna hear some China, but more so last year was dominated by national news. You know what I'm saying? What was, in New York, even on the local, because remember, we was the first ground zero in America. So a lot of the news is coming local, you know what I'm saying, in terms of that, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with everything. And then the other stuff that I'm seeing is George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, rising violence in America, Trump, it was national, and now it's shifted to a very international caravan from Ecuador, Taliban and ISIS. What's the it's another story I keep saying out there now. You see, that's very important because, like I said, you have these people that every 4 years they come out and they politic for all the stuff, they get involved with politics and voting, and then they don't have no follow-up with it. And so that's the kind of thing that can happen. We can pay attention to y'all for right now. And then, as soon as we get what we wanted to get out of the deal, we could just sweep that right out of the news. It says 6 Palestinians escaped from an Israeli prison, built a tunnel with spoons, took 7 years. Yeah, that's real right there. Wait, what? You got, look, there's some forums that's built like that. There's some forums that's built like that. There's some forums where the people, like, see, battle rap is a particular group of people. And even in battle rap, there's some people that really, they not built for that. You know what I'm saying? Where certain things, you got to be built for that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you're not built for that, like, it's certain things that it lends itself to volatility, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? Just the nature of that thing is easy for it to become volatile. You know what I'm saying? And so just that format, anything where you're dealing with that face-to-face format. Like, for instance, I'll give you a good example, right? That you could look at it from the outside looking in, right? You ever seen how the government works, like when they have their parliamentary meetings in England? And you can get up in the president's face and just yell at him. Say all type of shit, and talk about his mama. And it's just a different type of affair. Like when you see them, see the way they do it in American Congress, you just go up to the podium and give your speech. And yeah, you might say some side shit. Right? Where you said something about the nigga, you know what I mean? But you didn't say it in his face, pointing. That changes things. So, you know, that type of atmosphere that they brought. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too that I seen. This is just an observation, just my opinion. My opinion. This is an opinion. In my opinion, there's some disrespectful people, right, that have been involved with kind of the conscious community, like I'm saying, even at its roots, right? You ever hear some of the shit that Marcus Garvey is saying about people? Like, I don't know what W.E.B. Du Bois was saying back. I never saw something that he wrote or a speech that he gave where he was directly addressing Marcus Garvey. You know what I mean? But Marcus Garvey goes in on people. You know what I mean? John Henry Clark, Professor Smalls, they all have a little, you know, just a way of speaking to people, you know what I'm saying? You know, kind of condescendingly. You know what I'm saying? And it appears that you know, mindset and attitude has kind of permeated through the rest of the generations. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that type of attitude from the beginning, and then you merge that with the current, you know, pop-off society, and, you know, yeah, shit goes left. They said W.E.B. Du Bois lined Garvey up. Yeah, I don't doubt it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know there was animosity between them, but I'm just saying that, you know, to my knowledge, just like you was just saying, W.E.B. Du Bois is a little more smoother about how he's doing it. And he has his condescending shit too, where he starts off at, even though he ends up disavowing that, you know what I'm saying? But with his talented talent program, he got his bullshit with him too. Even though I like W.E.B. Du Bois. You know what I mean? It's one of my favorite niggas. Right. Now, that's a good point you bring up right there, Eric Green, is that W.E.B. Du Bois, somehow or another, in a lot of circles, the issues between him and Marcus Garvey is more well known. But the original person that, you know, because W. Du Bois, I like W. Du Bois, but he was, you know, he was financed and supported a lot by Europeans. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, one of the things that they supported him to do was to, you know, kind of negate the different self-help type of ideologies that was developing. You know what I'm saying? And Booker T. Washington being at the, you know, at the forefront of that with Morehouse University and all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the Marcus Garvey issues with what's his name? Yeah, it's time to get up. I'm about to get up. What did I just say his name was? W.E.B. Du Bois and Marcus Garvey, their issues is more well known. But originally, he was brought on to go against Booker T. Washington. He said W.E.B. Du Bois did the Philadelphia study over 100 years ago. Many of the issues still persist. Many of the things we faced during the pandemic, disparities, etc. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I like. One of the things that one of his accomplishments that I had a lot of respect for from the time I first learned about it is that study was actually W.E.B. Du Bois founded modern sociology. It was already starting with like the census and things of that nature, where, we go in and we see how the people in society, we study how the people in society is doing. How many people is making this much money? How many people is homeless? How many people got TV in their house? You know what I'm saying? All of these different things. And that some of the aspects of the world that we live in today, like a lot of the conflicts that you see between men and women, unfortunately also go back to that science. Because once you came in and you did sociology, that was one of the things that came out. Is that, okay, women, clearly 100 years ago, women are not working like that. So, women's income is this much less than men's income. You understand what I mean? So when a lot of these disparities started to be known, depending on what the disparity was, like if you say, well, these Southern Black people are making less than Southern white people, we're not worried about that. But, other disparities, they started trying to close those gaps. You know what I'm saying? But W.E.B. Du Bois, you know what I'm saying, with the, amount of categories, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you have the census already, which is already, there's sociology. You know what I mean? How many people it is, how many people is in a household, how many slaves they got, how many animals they got, which, equates to how much you're making, what your wealth is and all of this type of stuff. But W.E.B. Du Bois is, he's the father of modern sociology. We go through our trivia and fun facts. But, that's something we talk about all the time, how, I'm saying me and you, when we be in here, how, you could go all the way back to Frederick Douglass, and take a Frederick Douglass speech and just play it right now. And it'd be like, he's talking about right now. You could take any speech, from brothers that was, trying to accomplish some type of freedom, justice, and equality, and the issues that they're talking about, the goals that need to be accomplished that they're talking about, or it's going to be the same. You're going to hear about jobs. You're going to hear about police brutality. You're going to hear about poor living conditions. In a lot of these neighborhoods, it'd be the same neighborhoods. Yeah, that's an actual. But yeah, y'all can tell my brain is starting to freeze up today. You can get a lot of erections. Yeah, my brain is starting to freeze up. So we're going to go ahead and start shutting this one down right here. Of course, everybody that made it this far in the live, teach one, teach one. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you want to know when we're coming on, of course, hit the notification button. I don't know if y'all want to share this one out, because or maybe if you share it out, put the time thing on it. Because you might don't want your family to hear the controversial stuff in the beginning. You might not want your family to know that you get involved in those types of conversations. But anyway, man, we're gonna see if we can make it on tomorrow. It'll be in the evening, of course. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be looking in the comment section of this video for what we're going to change it to now that we're no longer a Hotep channel. So until we meet again, I'm going to sign off from the G building. Peace.